Welcome and Swagatam to everyone. Last time we were looking at the different the chart of letters in Sanskritam, and these pronunciation of different letters. So we just looked at the chart and the positions from where these different letters need to be pronounced. These are the vowels, and chart of letters is also in the book here, and also it is on the slides. So there are, basically we are saying 13 vowels: a, e, u, 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 a, I, o, au. And there are 33 consonants: ka, kha, ga, gha, nga, cha, cha, ja, jha, nya, ta, tha, da, dha, na, ta, tha, da, dha, na, pa, pha, ba, bha, ma. And the last line: ya, ra, la, va, sha, sha, sa, ha. 33 consonants which are shown here in Devanagari script, and also just for ease of understanding in the beginning we are showing also the transliteration in Roman script or English script, and later on we are going to use just the Devanagari script only. Now out of these 33 consonants and 13 vowels, 2 additional sounds are there. That one is called anuswara, another is called visarga. Anuswara is a nasal sound which can follow a vowel only. It cannot follow a consonant. And a visarga also can follow a consonant, a vowel or a swara. It cannot follow, or it cannot come after a consonant. So anuswara is a nasal sound, and visarga is a release of breath. Breath sound, like whispering sound. So we'll look at some examples in the words here. And the different the different places where they are pronounced, that was also discussed last time. The first line, so the consonants have different places in the mouth, and that's why these are kept into 5 lines here. First line, the place of pronunciation of that one is this back of the throat here. So back of the tongue touching the back of the throat is needed to produce the first line of consonants, ka, kha, ga, gha, nga. And the next line of consonant is produced by touching this part, which is called palate, or in Sanskritam it is called talu, by touching the top of the tongue, which is called jihva in Sanskritam, jihva. The next line of this cha, cha, ja, jha, nya is produced, and the next line of letters, which is ta, tha, da, dha, na, is produced by the touch of the tip of the tongue, back of the tip of the tongue, rolled back, by touching this part, which is called they are called retroflex letters, or they are also called cerebral letters. Tip of the tongue rolled back. So that is in Sanskritam this position is called murdha, and this The next line of letters, which is ta tha da dha na. Ta tha da dha na. This line is produced by touching the tip of the tongue to the back of the front teeth, top front teeth. So number 4 here. This position is called danta. Danta means teeth. So that is the position. And the last line of letters, which is pa, pha, ba, bha, ma. This line is labial. So this is produced by touching the or bringing the two lips together here. Number 5. So these are labials. So with the help of the lips. And the ya, ra, la, va, sha here, this last line, they have their different positions. Ya, it has the same position as this cha, cha, ja, ja, ya. That is talu position. Ra has the position of this ta, tha, da, ra, na, murdha position. La has the danta position. Va has a dantoshtha position, means the combination of teeth and the lips. Both coordination is needed there. Okay? When I was saying wa. Okay? Then sha. The sha is again having this cha, cha, ja, ja, ya, talu position. Sha. Note that this has the murdha position, ta, ta, da, na, like that. Sha. Rolled back tip of the tongue to touching the murdha position, cerebral. Sa has the danta position like ta, tha, da, dha, na, and ha has the kantha position, which is the back of the tongue. Ha. But this has more breath and sound in it. Ha. Okay. So let's move ahead. Here there are some words here which are simple words. So also last time we quickly saw how to write Devanagari the letters in Devanagari by adding different vowels to them. Okay? Like by adding one line, we can write different letters. For example, the examples are here, like ka, ka, ki, ki, ku, ku. So one example shown on the last line here. This is ka, the consonant ka. By adding a sound to it, it becomes ka. So only the consonants cannot be pronounced. Just pure consonants cannot be pronounced by themselves. They need help of some vowel, swara, to be added to them in order to be pronounced. So to this ka consonant, if we add a consonant, then we can pronounce it as ka. So that is represented like this. And if we add a swara, a vowel to this consonant ka, then it can be pronounced as ka. So that is written like in Devanagari script is written like this, with one line after this ka symbol. And then after adding e, we get ki. After adding long e, dirgha means long, ki, then we will get ki sound, ki letter, and it is written like this with ki, one vertical line and this half circle on the top, joining between the two. And if you add u, we get the ku letter, and that is written like this, one symbol at the bottom here. And then there is a u, the long u, we get the letter ku, and it is written like this. Then we add the vowel ru, then we get the letter kru, and that is written like this. Then long vowel ru, then we get the letter kru, and that is written like this. And then we can add lu is a vowel. Then we add to k consonant, then we get kru. Then similarly adding a, we get k letter, then it is written like this. There is some while typing it comes like this, but actually the line on the top should start from here. K, like what is shown here. And then I, this is the I vowel, and then we add it to Ka consonant, we get a Kai, that is written like this. Then with the two lines at the top, and similarly Ko, we add O, we get Ko, we written like this. Then Au added to Ka, we get this last. Sorry, this one is right. So all these symbols can be added. All these vowel symbols can be added to any of these consonant symbols to get the letters written in Devanagari script. Remember, Devanagari is not the only script written used to write Sanskrit letters. Other scripts can be used, which are like phonetic. But generally, Devanagari is more popular now.
Bluetooth pairing.
Help if all of you can mute your lines, please. If you have any questions, you can unmute and ask. Unmute your line and you can ask.
Bluetooth.
I have a question.
Yeah.
What is the easiest way to learn to write the script? Is there an easy way to first learn to write it and then secondly learn to type it?
I didn't get the last part. Can you repeat?
The first question, is there an easy way to learn to write it, maybe by tracing something or, to write it in your own handwriting? The second part is to learn to type it.
All right. So last time I had given the workbook. So it's just a practice. Easy way means there are workbooks can be used. So I hope all of you have got access to this website, which I had sent in the last email. There is a students area, so you can go to bhashabodha.com. There is a classes at the bottom. There is a students area, or you can just bookmark this. So in this students area, there are information about classes. So here you see there is a Devanagari workbook in the PDF. You can download it. There are two workbooks, one for the simple letters, one for the conjunct letters. You can download and you can print it if you want, and you can practice it. And they are available on Amazon.com for purchase also if you want to order the direct paper copy. That is one way to just practice the script. And I had also, where is that? If you go to books here, books link, at the bottom there is a link to an Android app. So in this Android app, many people have used this before. In this, it is scrolling, I think. Do you see the Android app link? Yeah. At the bottom there is an Android app. If you have Android phone, you can download it. Android phone or Android tablet, you can download it. And in this also there are practice screens for practicing the Devanagari scripts, individual letters as well as conjunct letters. Vowels and consonants. So there are practice options possible here. Does that answer your question?
Yes, thank you. I missed the last class, so I didn't know. Thanks.
Any other question at this stage? before I mute all the lines again? No? Okay. No. So, Ayurin, I am requesting you to keep your line muted. Do not unmute it unless you have a question. Thank you. Okay, so coming. So these examples shown here, I have collected. Especially, so these ones are not having the and these are having only vowels added to them in them. So there is no a, e like this. Other vowels are there. These are called compound letters. That means compound letters are the consonants, the vyanjanam, plus the vowels added to them. They are called compound letters. So we have this. All these are compound letters, like ka, ka, and this kha, kha, ki, ki, etc. These are compound letters. And I think in the past means in the last course, during the last course, I had distributed one Word document with all the compound letters, probably. Right, Umar? Yeah, I think so. So I'll find it and
Yes, you did.
I'll make that available again on this page, on our classes page.
Thank you.
And that might also help in practicing it until you get hold of those workbooks. Then, so these words which are shown here, these are also compound letters only. There are no pure consonants here. So, but these compound letters are having only added to them, just for the ease of pronunciation and practice. Okay, so let's practice one line at a time. So somebody can start to start with Nirmala Devi.
Nirmala here. Aj.
First.
No, Aj. Gaj. Har. Kar. Is it correct?
So,
or should I say Hara and Kara?
Hara, Kara, correct.
Okay. Haya.
So, no, one line is enough. So
okay.
The first line, please everybody note, read it again please. First line.
Aja, Gaja, Hara, Kara.
So these should be read as what she pronounced, like Aja, Gaja, Hara, Kara. So they should not be pronounced like Har or Kar or Gaj or Aj. Because if you pronounce like Aj, that means we are trying to pronounce like this. So this becomes a pure consonant. Pure consonant means without adding any vowel to it. There is no vowel or there is no swara added to it. So in that case, we are trying to pronounce that pure consonant like Aj. Aj. So we are trying to abruptly stop that J at the end without adding that at the end. If you add at the end, it becomes Aja. So basically, it is like when we say Aja, when you write it like this is the script. But if we Romanize it like this, if you write it in the Roman letters, we are going to write it like this. So this is like a spelling, right? So what does it have? Like it has A, J, and A again. So making it into sound, it has the sounds of and a consonant J, and again a vowel here. So you remember this romanizing is we are so we are actually representing the sounds here. So each letter is a sound. So J is a consonant, and again is a vowel. So there are three sounds in this word. So if we write it in Roman script, we actually see those sounds, the letters represented, the sounds represented by those sounds distinctly, separately here. A sound, ja sound, and a sound, three sounds. But in Devanagari, we are seeing only the two symbols, because is written, is obviously a swara, so that is here. Is written here, and this ja sound, the consonant sound is there like this, and there is a sound again. So we can write it like this also. So this is technically correct. This aja can also be written like this. This is actually spelling written in Devanagari script. So like in Sanskritam is called Varanakrama. Varanakrama means order of the letters, order of the sounds. So they can be written like this. So when we see like this, it should be pronounced as aja only, so without any pause in between, aja. But usually in Devanagari scripts, we do not write it like this, though it is not wrong, but we see it like this. The ja and added together, script, this is only script. The symbol changes like this, but the sound remains the same. The sound of this writing and the sound of this writing is the same. Similarly, if it is aja means goat, just for a reference, aja means, the meaning of aja means goat, and aja means she goat, female goat is aja. So again in spelling, in Romanized, we can write it like this, or if you use there are different transliteration schemes are there. So it can be written like this. The lowercase letter a represents sound this represents the sound of ja consonants, and this represents the sound of swara, So this here also we are seeing three symbols, three sounds. The same thing can be written in Sanskritam, Devanagari also, like a sound and the ja consonant, and again we know that in Devanagari is written like this. So this is also correct. So this is this total. If we pronounce this entire word, it becomes aja, because this is a consonant. It doesn't have its own separate pronunciation. It needs a vowel in it, so aja. But generally we don't write it like this in Devanagari, because we saw that before, right? Aja. So like we use one single vertical line after the consonant symbol. Okay? After not only just this is not pure consonant symbol. This is a consonant symbol added with in it. So this is used as a reference symbol, and then we just write a vertical line to it, add a vertical line, then this becomes aja, same as this. Aja meaning a female goat.
Excuse me, Sanjeev, this is Jay here.
Yeah.
Not able to see your writing. I'm not too sure if it's just me or anybody else has the same issue.
Mahudaya, I am not able to see the writing.
Yeah, maybe you have to activate a feature in your...
Yeah, let me check.
Sure, sorry about that.
Yeah, that's right. Let me check what happened. Where is the share option here?
Maybe you're showing the PDF but not your screen where you're writing. That could be the possibility. Yeah. Now we will.
Sorry. Okay, so.
Yes, can see now.
Whole thing was missed. So just quickly write it. Write again. So this, I was saying this means AJA. AJA in transliteration when we write J and and then so in same thing. If you write in Devanagari, then we are going to represent like this. This sound for written in Devanagari like this, and sound for J consonant written like this, and sound for again write like this. And together we can pronounce it like Aja, which is same as writing like this. So both are same. Okay? Aja, both are same. Similarly, Aja, the she goat we are talking, I was writing like this. So the sound of and sound of J consonant, and this is the sound. Again, this in Devanagari, technically it can be written like this: sound of sound of J, and sound of This is the representation Devanagari. So this is technically right, and it can be and it should be pronounced as Aja. But we don't see the general writing like that. So what we see is like this, right? Then Ja. One vertical line added after this Ja symbol. So Ja, Ja, Ji, Ji that we saw before, the same symbols can be used here, Aja. So this is the Varna Krama, or the order of the letters or order of the sounds, which is like a spelling, right? This is like a spelling. But in Devanagari script, while writing, we do not usually write individual letters like this, sounds like this, but we use those symbols for those compound letters and the conjunct letters also. For example, if you want to write simple one, if you take Kampa, so again, if you use the transliteration scheme, like we use like Kampa. So what does it have? It has K consonant, it has a vowel, and it has a M, that is also consonant, and there is a P consonant, and there is again a sound at the end, Kampa. So same thing we can write. So in Devanagari, like this, like what? Like K consonant, then A swara, and Ma consonant, and there is a Pa consonant, and there is a swara. So together the word should be pronounced as Kampa. But the writing in Devanagari is not found like this, though it is not incorrect. So these together we have a special symbol, right, as a compound letter we saw. So it's a K. Without this slant line at the bottom. If there is a slant line, that means it is a pure consonant. And the pure consonants, by definition, they cannot be pronounced by themselves. So I'll little bit explain that later. They cannot be pronounced by themselves. And then there is a so together it is written like this. This consonant with sound in it is written like this, just without this slant line at the bottom. Then there is, for conjunct letter of these two, we have a symbol like Ma, which we saw before. Vertical line is left out, and only Ma, the first portion of Ma is written to indicate it is a consonant without adding any vowel. And then this comes Pa and together we have a symbol in compound letter, Kampa. So this is written like this, Kampa. So both are same. Both are same, but the pronunciation also remains same. But we usually find in Devanagari writing like this, which is transliteration schemes you find it like this, Kampa. Okay. And I was telling about so when we write it like Ja, it should be pronounced with the sound at the end, aja. So aja, that relaxation at the end is the sound, aja. It should not be pronounced with an abrupt end at the end, like aj, aj. So if there is an abrupt end, that means we are trying to pronounce it as a consonant, aj, without adding any vowel to it. But as I said before, consonants or vyanjanams, they are by definition cannot be pronounced by themselves. That is the definition. They need some vowel or swara added to them. So how are we saying that this, when we say aj, then it is a consonant? It is an approximation of pronouncing a consonant. So a pure consonant cannot be pronounced by itself. Like when I write it like ka in transliteration, just K without any consonant after it, sorry, vowel after it. So just ka or any other consonant like ga. So these cannot be pronounced by themselves by definition. So when we write like aj or ag or ak, so what are we saying there? Ak. So we are saying that we are pronouncing the consonant there. When we say ak, there is consonant. So but it is practically and by definition it is not the pronunciation of the consonant, because consonants cannot be pronounced. They need a vowel. So when we are trying to pronounce ak, that is an approximation. So that when we say ak, there is a small, very little amount of coming out at the end. So when we say aka, so aka, then there is a full is coming at the end, aka. But when you are trying to say ak, there is a very short at the end. But just by, without that even small addition of just this k consonant cannot be pronounced, or any consonant. So just for your understanding and clarification. Okay, any question here? Okay, let's move on. So next year, Jay, can you read the next line, please?
Sure. Haya, Bharana, Ramana, Karana.
Yep. Thank you. Who is the next one? Vijaya. This line. Vijaya or Vijaya? Vijaya. Yeah, unmute. All right. Mangala Devi.
Bhaya, Harana, Avagamana, Agamana. Correct, Mahodaya?
Yes, absolutely right.
Thank you.
So just maybe we can also just, if you know, you can also tell their meanings just for general understanding, benefit of everyone. If you know, Bhaya means what?
Bhaya means fear.
Fear. Yes.
Harana is not very sure, Mahodaya. You tell me.
Harana is Harana is taking away.
Okay. Then
The act of taking away is Harana.
The next one, I don't know. Avagamana.
Avagamana means understanding.
Oh, okay. The last one, Agamana is to come.
Yes, coming. The
Coming.
act of coming is Agamana. Okay. What about second line? Aja. So Aja I said goat. Gaja is elephant. Hara is also the one who takes away. Like Harana is act of taking away, Hara is takes away. Kara is, what is Kara? We know, most of you know Kara. Like
Kara is
hand. Okay. And Haya.
I think once we log out, we can connect with the same link. I mean,
Okay. Haya is a horse. Okay. Bharana is fulfilling. Ramana is enjoying. Karana is instrument. Okay. So, okay. Next one. Who is going to read? Veena. Next line.
Yeah. Gamana, Patana, Atapa, Yama.
Gamana is going, act of going. Like Agamana was act of coming. Gamana is act of going. Patana, act of falling. Atapa is sunshine or the heat, sun heat. Then the Yama is control. Then the next line. Next line. After me, okay, Ma Sharada. Take next one. This line.
Okay. Damina, Jala, Jalaja, Sakla.
Yeah. The last one is Sakala.
Sakala.
Yes, good. So Damana is suppression, act of suppression. Jala is water. Jalaja is used for lotus flower usually because it Jala is water. Jalaja is one which is found in water, which is born in water. Usually it's used for lotus flower. And then Sakala means all. Oh. Last line. Shiva.
Kamala, Vana, Phala, Phalaka.
Thank you. Kamala is also lotus, and Vana means forest. Phala is fruit, and Phalaka is board. Like a blackboard or a whiteboard, that board, not iron board. Phalaka is board. Okay, so these are just the letters here, pure consonants, which we think just a table is given here. The slant line at the bottom represents the consonant. They are consonants, the pure consonants. They are not adding any swara or vowel to them. That is a pure consonant. Okay, so you can practice all these. Another is Anuswara and Visarga. Anuswara is the nasal sound following a vowel. So like this. And this Anuswara is represented in Devanagari script with a dot or a small circle at the top of that vowel. or it could be compound letter also, or a conjunct letter also. But the vowel should be present. Without this anuswara and visarga, the breath sound also can only come after a vowel. They cannot come after a pure consonant. So that means it has to be a compound letter, like it is shown here. Like all the compound letters are shown here, like ka, ka, ki there, and then after that there is a anuswara added to it. So if the anuswara is after the anuswara, nasal sound is after the then it is written like this. If it is just after the written like this. But if after the ka, it is written like this. After the ka, it is written like this. For example, take this word example, this one. Anuswara, there is no equivalent transliteration symbol in Roman, a Romanized symbol. So we can just write it as like this. Okay. One of the transliteration schemes, they use this uppercase M to represent anuswara. So don't think that that is a ma sound. This is not a ma sound. So it is anuswara sound. Anuswara sound, for example, how do you say this word? So here also there is, if we follow this varna krama, we can separate it like this. How do we separate that? We separate it like this. Then there is anuswara, then there is a sh consonant, and then there is a vowel. Right? So this is the varna krama, or the order of the letters here. So how together, how they are to be pronounced? That is pronounced as ansha. See, there is ansha. I'm not, when I say ansha, there is no sound of ma. I'm not saying amsha. Amsha is ma sound there is. And I am also not saying ansha. So there is a na sound there, ansha. But this is a different sound, ansha. So my tongue inside the mouth is not touching anywhere. Lips are not touching to each other. But just the sound is coming to the nose, nasal sound, pure nasal. So this is sha. After so technically that anuswara or the nasal sound is following the sound. Okay? Is not nasalized itself. Okay? Itself at the same time at the is not nasalized. If is nasalized, it will be different sound like So that is not a sound. It is sha. So if I go like a slow motion, sha. So together it is pronounced sha. It is not sha. So sha. That is a anuswara. Okay. Anuswaras, they are best heard with the last line of that consonant series. Which are the last line that we saw, right? Yeah. What is the last line? Last line is ya, ra, la, va, sha, sha, sa, ha. So if there is an anuswara before this, then it is very clear to understand. Right? Like for example, we have Sanskrita. Right? Sanskrita also written with anuswara here. After that there is a sa coming here. Sa. Yeah? So here also the pronunciation is Sanskrita. Sanskrita. It is not Samskrita or Sanskrita. Sanskrita or Samskrita, both are incorrect. It should be an anuswara, Sanskrita. So it's like a no touch anywhere, Sanskrita. And then similarly, that is, we saw this, sa is following the anuswara. And ansha, we saw sha following anuswara. Similarly, if there is a This one. Can somebody pronounce this? Archana? Bhagini?
Sanyama.
Yeah. Yeah, right. Exactly. Good. Sanyama. Sanyama. So, and also, this is important. Santosh Mahoday.
Samsara.
Samsara, samsara. So we do not want to bring that na in between. Like it should not be. It should not be. It should not be sansara. Many times this is incorrectly pronounced. I have heard, not by student, but generally in the lectures and other. Just because from different backgrounds, like sansar, like that. But it is samsara, samsara. Okay. Okay, so now let me also take up that part. That is, so we talked about this Anuswara, but let's say in your name only there is Santosha. So here the Santosha. Now there are two options or two ways which are possible to pronounce here. Like one is Santosha without bringing a na in between, na, and there is another way to pronounce bringing na in between, because this is not the last line of the consonant, like yara lava shasha saha. This is not one of them. This is a ta. There is a ta vyanjanam here. So if there is some other vyanjanam, then we can bring a different consonant in between. In place of anuswara, so we can bring this na in between. Then we can say santosha. So then we can say santosha. One way to pronounce is using the anuswara, santosha, santosha. But another way is santosha. So both are correct here, because there is the more details we can discuss much later, because actually there are two words involved in this. The some is good in Sanskritam. Some is something good. Some, like Sanskrita. There is some sa, right? Sanskrita. Sanskrita means what? This is good or well. Krita means done, well done, well processed. That is Sanskrita. Now here we cannot bring na in between, because there is a sa following this anuswara. When the sa is following anuswara, we cannot bring na or ma in between. But other than yara lava shasha saha, if there is any other consonant is following anuswara, we can bring a corresponding ma or na in between. So when we can bring that in between? So in this case, santosha, this is optional. Either we can bring, we cannot bring. If we bring, then we write it like this and pronounce it like this, like santosha. So this is santosha. So we can hear that na there, santosha. We can bring. If you do not bring, we can just leave it as anuswara. Then it is pronounced as santosha, santosha. There is no na. Here it is optional, because here some is considered as an independent word actually, because it represents its own meaning. Samtosha. Sam means good and tosha means joy, happiness. So good happiness or good joy. So that is santosha. So the two different words together, they are making one word. In that case, here it becomes optional. But now take an example of some other like kampana only, like kampana we saw before. So there also there is anuswara. Sorry, there is no anuswara actually. So kam, and there is pa and na. These words are there. Now, can we use anuswara here to write? We cannot use, because this kam is not a separate word. This is not a this is a single word. So when there is a single word, we cannot bring anuswara. Okay. So this has to be pronounced as kampana, pronounced and written. Okay. The writing is nothing but pronunciation only. So it has to be written like this. But in some languages like Hindi and Marathi and all others, though it is written like this, that is fine in those, that may be okay in those languages, but in Sanskritam that is not correct. Sanskritam is very specific about how we say it has to be written like that. How we say means how it has to be pronounced, it has to be written like that. So here we cannot actually pronounce it with anuswara. It's difficult, or maybe not possible, it's highly difficult. So it is written like this or pronounced like this, kampana. Okay. So this is something you need to remember, that when there is yara lava shasha saha, the last line of the consonants, this last line, the anuswara sound is heard, only anuswara sound. So we cannot, there are some exceptions, but only anuswara sound is heard. Okay? The ma or na sound is not heard. But if there is different, other than the last line, other than this last line, any other consonant is following that nasal, then depending on what line it is, then we can bring, we pronounce this last column of that line. For example, when you said kampana, when you said kampana, where is pa here? Pa is in the last line, right? So that before pa, this ma sound is heard. Yeah? Ma, not the compound one, but the consonant one. Ma sound. Kampana. Kampana. Okay. Similarly, if there is a word which has the consonant of this line, okay? For example, like we saw santosha also, or let's say anta. Okay? Anta. Anta. So here there is a ta here, and before that there is a, we want to pronounce a nasal sound, and this nasal sound cannot be pure nasal. That is anuswara. Anuswara is pure nasal. Here we need to pronounce na, which is also nasal, but it is also a dental. Because na is also dental, right? Because this line is dental. It needs the tip of our tongue touching the back of the teeth. Na. So whereas anuswara doesn't need a touch of anywhere. It is just a pure nasal, like ansha it was there. Like here it is anta. Anta, this is a dental touch is there, the tip when we are saying na. Similarly, ma, it had a lips touch, kampana, anta. Similarly, if it is the following letter is one of these third line, so then this sound is heard there. For example, anda. Anda means egg. Right? Anda. So this letter is coming here, third line. So here also anuswara is not there, so we are pronouncing it as na. Okay? This na is a nasal plus it is cerebral or a retroflex. It is not pure nasal. Anda. Okay? Then same in this one as this one. One of these letters following, let's say ancha. Ancha or anja. Anja. So here also ja letter Where is ja here? Following the nasal. So that nasal has to be this nya sound. Anja. We do not have to stop here. Ja. But together when it is pronounced anja. Anja. It is not pure nasal. Similarly, this line. Example for this one is anka. Anka means thigh. So this ka, or it can have different meanings also, like episode. Anka, ka. Ka is falling in this first line. So the nasal sound before that has to become guttural sound also along with nasal. It cannot be pure nasal. Anka. Like you are saying ink. When we say ink, though we write na there, n there, so we are not pronouncing it as actually inka, right? It becomes inka because the following letter, following consonant falls in this line. It's one of these guttural sounds or throat sounds. So the previous nasal also has to become that throat sound, anka or ink. Okay, any questions here? Okay, the last sound we have is the visarga sound. In the visarga sound, so I hope everybody is clear about this anuswara. Anuswara is clearly heard or written when the following letter is one of this last consonant line, and if the following letter is any of these lines, then anuswara cannot be pronounced. So one of these, depending on what line it is, that sound comes in between there in place of anuswara. Now the visarga, this sound is breath sound, pure breath, without any vibrations in it, like it's like a whispering, ha, ha, ha. Whereas this ha is different. This ha has a vibration, it like ha. It has a breath, but it also has a vibration, ha. You see that? Ha. There is a vibration, ha, ha. But this one is like ha, ha. There is just a whisper. Now examples are like, for example, if you take Rama, Rama, and there is a visarga is represented with the 2 dots or 2 small circles. Following that, following a vowel, right? It has to follow a vowel. It cannot follow a pure consonant. So when it follows a vowel, and here there is a vowel built into this symbol ma, because ma is nothing but ma plus a, right? And then there is a visarga following it, visarga sound. So how are you going to pronounce it? Rama, Rama, or Rama. So it should not be pronounced with this ha sound, Ramaha, not Ramaha. It can be pronounced Rama, Rama. And let's say this one, Rama, Rama, Ramaha, Ramaha. So this one, not Ramaha, Rama. This one, visarga also means release. Visarga is a release of breath. When the release means when we are saying this last vowel, last swara, then the that breath has to be released. It should not be converted into different sound of a different vowel. So when we say, for example, let's say another example, this one only, Rama, Yo, and Visarga. This is Rama, Yo, and this is Visarga. So it should be pronounced as Ramayoho, not Ramayoha. Okay. This is not Ramayoha. This is Ramayo, and just continue that O sound with a whisper. Ramayo. That whisper sound continues with the O. It rides on that O sound, or any vowel which comes at the end. It rides on top of that. It doesn't have its own position in the mouth. It's just a continuation of the last vowel, turning it into a whisper or a pure breath. Ramayo. It should not be changed into ha. Ramayo. No. Okay, so a few more practice ones are here. Okay, those simple words. There is no anuswara. There is anuswara here. Okay, yes. Who wants to read this? Who was on the next here?
Rama, Hari, Neela, Guru.
Yeah, Rama, Hari, Neela, Guru. Very good, thank you. And who else want to? Joy, you want to read?
Sorry, Jay?
No,
Me?
Joy. There's another one, Joy.
Sorry.
Okay, she's on mute, I think. That's fine. Then Maria. Maria, you want to try? She's on mute. Suresh Mode.
Sorry,
Maria.
but I can't pronounce.
Puruha, Pitru, Peya, Jaimini.
Puruka, Petru, Peya, Jaimini. Okay, Maria. Next line.
No. Oh,
are you familiar with the Devanagari script, or not so much?
No.
Okay, just you want to try this one? Just the one letter, one word.
No. No, I'm sorry, I can't.
No problem. We can practice later and then we'll revisit. Okay, Radhika.
Okay, I'm not fully familiar. So, Pota, Naika.
No. So.
Nauka.
No.
Harina. Purana. That's long.
No, correct. Yeah.
Purana.
Yes. Good. Very good. Purana Purusha.
Purana Purusha.
So note that this is the cerebral or retroflex sha. So roll back the tongue tip and touch that cerebral part. Sha. Purusha. Okay. Next line. We have
Madhavendra, you want to try?
Jagarita Davanala Vatayana Nidhanika.
Great, thank you. Vivian, next.
Hello, I don't read the script yet. Sorry.
Okay, no problem. So, but hope you are going to practice with the workbooks.
Yes, I have been doing that.
Good, good. Thank you. Next, let's see. Uma.
P.
Yes, good.
Oh my! Yay!
Yay!
All right. It's like a revelation.
Yeah.
Okay, we continue. I'm trying. Parimala.
Yes.
Ooh, wow. Okay. Shu. Mama. La.
Yep. Great.
Now is that the R or the S? The
R.
okay. Ramani. I'm sorry. Ramani.
No, just not at the end. Ramana.
Oh, excuse me. Ramana.
Yes.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. The last na, again keep remember, rolled tongue.
Or no, right.
Yes.
Ramana.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thank you. Great. Good. Last one. Ayorina.
अहं वदामि महोदय.
जयामि.
महानस भोजन पेटिका सिंह.
Good. So, if you know the meanings, these are the only last line. Just simple, because people can.
Last one simple. Mahanasa, I don't know.
Mahanasa. Anybody knows Suresh Mohdaya? Mahanasa? Or Nirmala Bhagini, Santosh Mohdaya?
Mahanasa. I don't know. Mahanasa and Jaimini.
No, okay. Mahanasa means kitchen.
Oh, Pakashala.
Pakashala, Mahanasa, kitchen. Okay. The next one. Bhojana.
Bhojana is food. Vastuji?
Yes. Okay. Right. Food.
Petika, box. Simhaha is lion.
Lion. Okay. Dhanyawada. Thank you.
Dhanyawada.
So we'll come across these words in our regular, some of these words like Chalakopya, etc. We'll see later. Okay, this one. Nirmala, Bhagini.
Brahat, Jagat, Nadi, Sarovara.
Next line. Yeah, correct. And so, Bruhat, Jagat, Nadi, Sarovara. Bruhat that last ending we are trying to stop it abruptly because it is a consonant, Bruhat. So we are not pronouncing it as Brahata. So Bruhat, Jagat, right? So because it is a consonant, though we cannot, technically they cannot be pronounced. So that is an approximation. Bruhat, Jagat, etc. Okay, next, J Mode. Next line.
Ramayana, Bhagavan, Bhavan, Bhavati.
Okay, great. Next on the list I see again Vijaya Devi. Mute again. All right, next.
Did you say me?
Yes, please. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Third line.
Nripa, third line. Nripa, Sarisripa, Bhima, Ganesha.
Yes. Okay. Thank you. Next one, we have Mangala Devi.
Ravana, Vibhishana, Shishira, Nagara.
Okay. Right. Dhanyavada. Veena.
Veena, right?
Yeah, Veena. Yep.
Yeah, okay. Nagarika, Purusha, Parama Purusha, Mahila.
Yes, good. Next one, Ma Sharada. Last line.
Sorry, I was not on mute. Okay, Guruha, Mila Nagaha. No, I'm sorry, there's an R there. Mira Nagurha. Piti Lika. Mahabharata.
Mahabharata. So this one, first one, can you read this again? First one.
Gurha.
Yeah, Gruha.
Gruha.
Okay, just one. Gruha. Gruha means home. Next one.
Home. Okay. Mijana Gurha.
So here this is a little bit confusing because of the fonts are similar. The writing, like this is Bha, because it looks similar to Ma.
Yeah.
This is Ma, but this is Bha.
I see. It's open at the top. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. So this one is
Bijana Gurha.
This is a Bho. Yeah? Bho.
Oh, Bo. Oh, so sorry.
Bho.
Bhojana.
Bhoja.
Bhojana.
Bhojana Graha.
Gurha.
Bhojana Graha means a place where food is taken.
Oh, okay.
Because Graha means home or something like a place, some dwelling.
Oh.
Bhojana Graha. You can also use it for a restaurant. Bhojana Graha.
Oh, restaurant. Okay.
So these are, this we know already, that we saw just now. In Devanagari, when we write it like Chashakaha, it actually has all these different sounds in it. Like this is the Varana Krama, or the order of the sounds. That is Cha becomes Cha, then this Sha becomes Sha, and then there Ka, A and Visarga. There are three sounds. Ka, A and Visarga becomes this Kaha. Chashakaha. Chashakaha means glass, like a drinking glass. Chashakaha. Or a cup. Chashakaha is cup. Then this, can you combine this? What does this sound like together? Shiva. Combine this. Can you combine this one, Shiva? and read it together. Like this is written, this is read as Chashaka, and this is read as
Sauchikaha.
Sauchikaha. So if I write it like that, it becomes like Sau and Chi and Kaha. Sauchikaha. Sauchikaha means tailor. So the next one, Joy, you want to unmute? Not Jay, Joy. Yeah. This one you want to try to combine?
Shunakau.
Shunakau. Good. Shunakau. Shunaka means dog. The Shunakau means two dogs. Shunakau. Okay, the last one also you can try, Joy. The last one.
Dakata.
Dava.
Daha. Va. Taha.
Good. Great. Thank you. Dhavataha. Dhavataha means two people are running. That we'll come to know the meaning. It's not that important right now. Okay, so we've all gone through this. So these are other things you can try. These have conjunct letters are also there in this, Vejanam, etc. So let's move on to our book. So we just a kind of introduction was there, like Mama Nama Ramesha, etc. So Mama Nama means my name. Mama Nama Rama, etc. We saw that, so we'll come back to that later again. So this one, Aham Ramesha. Aham means I. Okay. Suresh Moda, can you read this? It would be helpful.
Aham Ramesha. Aham Rama. Bhavan Kaha. Aham Ashoka. Bhavati Ka. Aham Malati.
So what does this mean? Aham means I. You know that, just Aham means I. Aham Ramesha. Ramesha is the name of this person.
I am Ramesh. Aham Ramami. I am Rama. But Bhavan Kaha. Who are you? Aham Ashoka. I am. Okay, I think there is some typing issue. It says Ashoka. Below it says Shambhu.
Yeah, correct. Ashoka.
Ashoka. I am Ashoka. Bhavati Ka. So Bhavan and okay, I won't go into that. Bhavati Ka. Who are you? Aham Malati. I am Malati. Bhavati is for female and Bhavan for male.
And those are for the names. Now, other than the names, we can use it for the objects also, like Bhavan Kaha. So, sorry, what happened? Yeah. So here, yeah, please read this also. Bhavan Kaha. Aham.
Aham Shikshaka. Aham Chatraha. Bhavan Ka. Bhavati Ka. Aham Shikshika. Aham Chatra. Chatraha.
Yeah.
The Chatraha is for male student. Chatra is for a female student, girl student.
Yes. Similarly, Shikshaka and Shikshika. Shikshaka and Shikshika. So here we are using Bhavan Kaha when the other person is a male. Bhavan, we are using Bhavan and Kaha. And if the other person is female, we are using Bhavati and Ka. Bhavati and Ka if the other person is female. Who are you? So this bhavati and bhavan is you actually, and who is represented by this kaha and ka. Kaha and ka are the who question words, but these are used when it is a male and this is used when it is a female. So aham shikshakaha, this person is replying. Aham means I, shikshakaha is teacher, and this person is student. Aham chhatraha. Not that. And this one is aham shikshaka is a female, because she is female, she is replying aham shikshika. So aham doesn't change. Aham means I, which we saw before. But the next word shikshakaha and shikshika changes based on the gender. And similarly aham chhatraha, aham chhatra. So here chhatra is a male gender and chhatra is female here. That one, student, chhatra is student, that also changes. So we'll just hold on to that. So looking at some more words here. Anybody other want to volunteer to read these? Nirmala Dev? Or anybody else?
Archana. Deep.
Archana. Yeah.
Aham.
Sorry, what happened?
Bhavan ka, bhavati ka.
Okay, that's one. The next one. The
Mahodaya, I have a question, Mahodaya. When we are asking an elderly person, is there any, like in Devanagari, Hindi we say aap and you for younger people, and for elders we say aap. Is there anything, any differentiation
in Sanskrita style, in Sanskrita pratha, there is no differentiation. There is one word, there is, for you there is a word bhavan, bhavati, and there is also another word tvam, which are same. We don't find in usage any difference in the Sanskrit literature. Okay? But nowadays people are using bhavan as a indication of respect, bhavan and bhavati instead of tvam, which is not the original Sanskrit, Mula Sanskrit, or what you call original Sanskrit style. Yeah. Sanskrita Shaili Nasti. But nowadays people are too much worried about their respects. Everybody wants some kind of respect. They are too much sensitive about that. So somehow that is because of this Hindi. You are talking about Hindi thing, right? So these are all regional influences.
Yes.
Hindi is app, and then in our different Indian languages also, even we use bahuvachana, plural, for the respect. Right? Even app is also plural, I think. Even in all our other languages, Marathi, Kannada, etc., in every language, in the Indian language at least, for a respect we use bahuvachana. Now people want them to be addressed in a plural thing. So this is that is okay in that language, but in Sanskritam it was never there. In Sanskritam that is what has come also. This is very ridiculous thing which is happening, which has happened now, that people are using bahuvachana words for addressing people. Bhavantaha, bhavatam, swagatam, like this they are using this. Bhavan was not sufficient for them. They are using bahuvachanam also, which is breaks the Sanskrit language. So
pardon me.
There are.
Thank you. That was interesting. I have another question about from the prior page with the aham shikshaka. Sorry, because I just want to know, is that one of those special letters? The second.
Yeah. Shiksha. Yeah. Sure.
Yeah, that's one of the special ones.
Yes.
Okay.
So that is a combination of ka and sha.
Ka and
ka and sha. Shiksha.
So that I would need to just memorize it on its own.
Yeah. So in one of the slides, I had listed all of them. This one.
Yeah, I was just double checking that it's not you didn't draw it somehow. It's a standard.
Sure.
That one. Okay. Thank you.
Sanjay Mahodaya, I have a question. Jay here. The visarga, whenever it comes at the end of the word, is it an indication that it is pulling, like it's masculine, or it's not necessarily?
It is not necessary. So we see that in both, everywhere. Like
okay, thank you.
Pulling, yeah. So just so that you know, one of these things are going to come up. Like one of my objectives, or you can say mission. This is actually my mission, is to bring the Sanskrit as a Sanskrit language. Sanskrit means Sanskrit, not a modified Sanskrit or diluted Sanskrit or contemporary or whatever you call present tense, fashionable Sanskrit. No, Sanskrit is one Sanskrit. There is no two Sanskrit. So my intention and my mission, my objective is to bring Sanskrit as a Sanskrit language. Yeah. So all these like Bahuvachana usage, and there are many other usages also, which are not Sanskrit. They are being called Sanskrit. No, they are not Sanskrit. They are using other language construct as Sanskrit, using Sanskrit words. That is not Sanskrit language. That is the other language using Sanskrit. Suppose we all know English, right? We are not native to English language, Indians. But many of here, they are native to English language. But we are using English in some twisted manner, twisted way, which if Uma hears it, she is going to laugh at us, right? There are some words, some usages, some constructs which are not native to that language. So it is a modified language that we are using English words to convey our thoughts and our meanings in our language. The same thing is happening with the Sanskrit also, which is sadly true. But so one of the things I'm going to focus on that we are going to see is that we have to go back to the Sanskritism, Sanskritism, what I'm calling it, what Sanskrit is supposed to be as a Sanskrit, not just knowing Sanskrit words is not enough, and using it with our own set of rules.
And then that S, again, sorry to be so redundant about this, but and I should have paid better attention. The second, the shikshakaha, it's the same one, but with the K. It's still pronounced through the, as the palate. Sorry about that.
This one?
The shikshakaha, it's still pronounced through the palate.
No, this is not palate. This is cerebral, retroflex.
That's the okay. Thank you. That one is the retroflex. Thank you. So it's shikshoka.
Yeah, yes.
Gotcha. Shikshokaha.
Perfect.
Thank you.
So just quickly read this in 2 minutes, I think. Where is that? Jumping everywhere. Oops. Someone else reading, like, was it Archana Bhagini, someone?
Ahamdami.
Yeah.
Mahadev.
Yes.
Deepaha, Shashakaha, Syutaha, Dvichakrika, Asandaha.
One sec. So I'm not going to explain. There is no need to explain, I guess, what is the meaning of the words, because the pictures are there. So you can, if anybody has any doubt, they can ask. Yeah, go on.
I'll carry on, ji.
Yeah, please.
Asandaha, Chamasaha, Saliha, Darpanaha. That's all, ji. The next line is not visible. A little upari. Padatranam, Kunchika, Sanganakam, Kankatam, Ghati, Sammarjani, Mishrakam, Shaya, Sheetakam, Duradarshanam, Bashpasthali, Mudrana Yantram. Mudrana Yantram. Printer, ji?
Printer, Mudrana Yantram, printer. Yantram is machine, Mudrana is printing. So one machine which prints is Mudrana Yantram. So I hope all the pictures are clear on this page, right? Okay. Any question? Otherwise, you can stop here today.
Can you pronounce the key? How do you pronounce the key?
Key. Bhagini, once more, Vijaya.
Astuji, everything, yeah?
No, only this one, key.
Key. That is Kunchika. Kunchika key. Yeah. This Sanganakam is for computer as well as laptop, ji?
Yeah, Sanganakam, computer, laptop, anything like which computes.
Both.
Is Sanganakam.
Okay.
These are the new words actually, though, because these are the new objects which are, right? These, like Sanganakam, computer was not there in the olden days. Right? And so these are the relatively new words which are coined. So, so we might see different other people, but this has become a common now. Sanganakam has become a common word. But if somebody says like some other word to compute, so that might be, that is also fine. So there is not it's not like in Sanskritam every object has a single word. Every object can have multiple words, different words. But now these ones are fairly become common now, Sanganakam, at least for the new objects. Like Darpanaha is a word object, so there are multiple words like Adarshaha, Mukurha, etc. for Darpana. In literature we find that, like Syutaha also there are different words like Prasevaha, etc. But these one like are new words, like Sanganakam, which has become like a standard. Which doesn't mean that we cannot use a different word for that, but possible. Similarly, like Duradarshanam, Sheetakam. Sheetakam is a fridge, which keeps cold. Is a Sheetakam. Mudrana Yantram. These are all new words. Bashpasthali. Bashpa means thali means pot. Bashpa means what is that? What do you call Sureshma? Steam.
Steam or vapor. Steam or vapor.
Exactly. Yeah. Bashpasthali. So these are made up words for the new objects, new things. Okay. Dhanyavada.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Namaskar.
Thank you very much.
Dhanyavada.